Welcome to this program on global diplomatic affairs, whereby I'll be sharing with you my views and opinions on various issues. The aim is just to highlight and educate other common people on various issues that are pertinent to the world and that are challenging, but as always, I see opportunities also being presented with these challenges. I believe that every crisis has its own very fundamental chance to capitalize on the benefits that it brings by being able to be innovative and to come up with solutions to pertinent issues uh, that are arising. I have to point out that we are being challenged with, or say, facing so many problems ranging from environmental issues, uh, climate change, cyber warfare, or uh, technological problems in terms of tech fights or tech dominance, so forth. We also have challenges of gender-based violence. We have challenges of wars that might happen in the world. We have challenges of we are expecting issues such as economic downturn and economic crisis. We also expect issues of instability in the world, trade wars. We also see here and there crisis of religion, crisis of economic slavery, and many other issues that we that may be experienced from country to country or from nation to nation, depending also on our geographical setup. And recently, we also see a rise in protest in the world due to instabilities that are caused, especially most of the issues that we are facing now is to get from the root cause of poverty and inequalities in the world. It's worrisome to us as the human race to face these issues as a nation. I believe the best way, my proposal will be to say any emerging challenge, be it cyber, be it environmental, be it economic, be it military, be it technological, I think the best way is to look at the problem and unite as a world, and let's not leave any nation behind. I think it will be the best approach for us to solve or to find solutions to some of the problems. Um, I believe with so many population also facing a threat of in its existence, I believe it's best for us, it's the best alternative for nations, big and small, rich and weak, powerful and otherwise, to work together to come up with an action plan to find an intervention to the global problems. Therefore, I'll create a network whereby we share ideas with people or other nations on how best we can make this world a peaceful and a better world to live in for all. I think going forward, it's pivotal and is profound for us to really work together without looking at the level of education or anything, but we should just empower each other with the right information to face problems that exist. I think problems like pandemics are bigger than nations. That's why you will see that in as much as that the third world will be hard hit by some of these uh, diseases because of, for example, the COVID-19, that I believe it will hit uh, the third world because they not have necessary expertise to develop um, scientific or medical remedies that can solve these problems. But I am very much hopeful that the first world, of course, with their level of expertise, have come up with the vaccines that will be able to save the world. But in addition, I believe it would be better if we also tap into the natural remedies of what we have as developing nations, as countries that are not really advanced in terms of some of these medical crises that are happening in the world. Therefore, I believe we all of us, we need to embrace the new normal. We need to embrace the global order, the emerging global order, which in my opinion will be led by China. Of course, uh, the Western countries will also play a pivotal or fundamental role in the new order, which I will highly embrace, and I look forward to contribute to this new world, which I believe will be for the benefit of all humanity. Additionally, I think looking at most of the crisis that we'll be facing in the future, I think is better for all nations to make use of the United Nations, to really make the United Nations a body that is there to serve all humanity, in spite of the size of the state. And I think we should also harmonize on the importance of regional organizations that we have, such as the African Union, the European Union, the Asian, and others. So I think we should make use of these regional bodies more efficiently, so that we minimize the damage or the spread of some of these problems. With regards to issues such as misinformation and fake news, I think media platforms need to verify information, make sure that they put standard to every communications that have to be published on social media, print media, and in all platforms, just to ensure that we curb on the misinformation that can really have a significant or bad impact on the image of the media houses and the big media companies. I think currently we are privileged as a generation to have a say, whereby we can make use of social media to connect and share relevant content, share relevant information, be productive, and also just to ensure that every content that we put out there in the public domain should be of high importance, should be able to help us to find solutions to various problems, should be able to unite us as the world. For me, issues such as immigration need to be handled better, just to ensure that our brothers and sisters of all races are being treated fairly. We have to act in a humane manner to appreciate and ensure that all the people in this world are very important and are taken care of. And on the economic and financial front, I think going forward, things such as digital currencies and the blockchain, the cryptocurrencies, the Bitcoin need to be embraced. That's the future. And I believe it's high time for the leaders in these virtual currencies to ensure that these assets are not used as a tool to suppress other nations, but I believe to be used as a platform that is free, that is fair, and ensure equity, and ensure that also the information is being well presented to all the users to avoid scams and some people losing their resources by investing in this very important digital currencies. I think this digital revolution has really presented us with a good opportunity as people from all the countries to really be able to work with ease and to communicate better to make our world a better place for all. Coming to issues of pollution, the use of water, scarcity of water, I think it's a responsibility of all of us people to make sure that we curb on the use of things that can contribute to the damage of the sky, and we resort to better alternatives such as the use of electric cars. And I'm very happy with Elon Musk of Tesla, of his initiative. And I think while the advanced world are busy testing and piloting the electric cars, we should not dump now the um, the cars that use energy or fuel or gas or petrol, diesel, to come and dump them here in Africa and other developing worlds. I think it's better to develop uh, the world with togetherness, in a spirit of moving the world at the same pace. We know that some nations are advanced, some nations are still emerging, and others are still behind. But I think with the current situation going forward, I believe it will be beneficial to the human race to make sure that we think beyond our national interests. We act beyond our what have divided us for centuries. Therefore, my suggestion is that we should unite as the world with a common purpose. I call upon the United Nations and other international bodies to always present a message of hope, a message of sustainable development as we are already doing it, without looking at the nations or the regions of the world or the demographics. In Africa, where I live, There is a young, the democratic dividend is young people, whereby I think, and it's like in other continents, such as in Asia and the Caribbean or South America, where you find some of the countries where you find really poor people who live beyond or below the poverty line. I believe when we are planning um, or implementing our projects, we should make sure that we leverage on the number of young people these countries have. The advantage is that these countries, the majority of the population are youth, and youth can be able to be the drivers of development in the world. I think we should do away with issues such as um, uh, which religion, and issues of race, issues of gender, issues of sexuality. I think we should embrace things that can benefit and transform our world for the better, and also issues of free choices, issues of democracy, issues. We should promote all the systems that work for humanity, and if any system is working elsewhere, let it be, let embrace it, let those people be able to be empowered or be given an opportunity to use that particular system that they think is working for them, and without really us debating or trying to squeeze them into a corner to make use of our system. I think as the world, um, we have reached the point whereby we have to be interconnected and be united with the purpose of making this world a better place. This is a time that we have been waiting for. This is the point that we really want, and we have to unite and make sure that we achieve the common goal of all nations, whereby no nations need to be left behind. We need to be able to help each other, to hold hands, and to ensure that all the people in the world are being made to be productive in terms of their talent, in terms of their gifts, in terms of their skills, abilities, so that in the world where we live, we have productive and successful people pursuing various callings, living their purpose, living uh, their objectives in life. Therefore, with these few remarks, I just want to say that I support and embrace the new world. I support and embrace humanity, or people of all races uniting and working together to achieve a better world for all of us. And I support us investing into the next generation, taking action, doing task activities and functions that are beneficial to the next generation and to generations to come. I support all of us to be futuristic, whereby we all need to help, assist, empower, motivate, and encourage others to achieve their lifetime goals and objectives. I support the world where we don't resort to wars and violence to solve problems, but we resolve to dialogue. We discuss, we share ideas, we share initiative and innovative ideas on how to find solutions to pertinent and challenging problems that we are all facing. Therefore, I look forward to a better, prosperous, and peaceful world that I am being able to pass on to the next generation, and that we'll all be proud of. I thank you.